Yeah? All right. Well, we're going to start with one of my favorites, like we were saying earlier. This is Stella Rose and the Sea Dragon. Ooh. Okay. Stella Rose loved the Santa Monica Pier. She loved the ocean and she loved the beach. Look at her. Ooh. Hey, the Santa Monica Pier, that's right up there. Most of all, though, Stella Rose loved to play on her yellow and red boat as often as she could. Doesn't that look fun? You want a cool boat like that? Zooming around in the water, have dolphins chasing you? One day, while Stella Rose sat in her boat in the ocean, a sea dragon rose up from the water next to her. The dragon was huge and green with a big, fearsome smile. Can y'all give me a dragon noise? Give me a dragon growl. Ooh. Look at him. Ooh. Stella Rose, always a brave sailor, tried to stay calm as she looked up at the dragon and said, "Oh, I'm not afraid of you." But she was afraid. Very, very afraid. Whew. You gotta be brave to stand up to a dragon and say, "I'm not afraid of you." I'm afraid to cross the street. And she hurried back to the beach on her yellow and red boat. When she reached the beach, she looked back at the ocean, and the dragon was gone. Stella Rose suddenly felt sad. Even though she was afraid of him, she wanted the dragon to still be there. She went home that day feeling like she wasn't such a brave sailor after all. Well, that's not a good feeling, huh? When everybody's having fun around you and you're just kind of in the muck and thinking about it. A few days later, though, Stella was back out in her boat, hoping that she would find the dragon again. I don't know, does anybody see a dragon in there? Suddenly, the dragon rose up out of the water again. Stella Rose bravely looked the dragon in their eye and said louder this time, "I am not afraid of you." Look at her. Look at that conviction. She's not afraid at all. She said, "I have a speed boat."
"Then come play with me,"
said the dragon, smiling his big, fearsome smile. Stella Rose was still a little bit afraid, but tried hard not to show it as she said, "Okay, what do you want to play?" She's trying, she's giving him a chance.
"I like to fly,"
said the dragon. He rose high, up out of the ocean and spread his wings. Wow. Can we spread our wings like dragons, everybody? Let me see what you got. Like a dragon. Roar! Roar! Ooh, you got some assistance on your wings. That must be nice. Roar! Yeah. He rose so high that Stella Rose was afraid he would crash down upon her and smash her boat. So she raced back to the beach again. Uh-oh. I think Stella Rose might be learning how to trust a new friend. That's always a little tricky sometimes. And she felt sad again. Even sadder this time, where she wondered what it would be like to fly. A few days later, though, Stella Rose went out on her boat again to her favorite spot, hoping and searching, searching and hoping. Ooh, look at all the creatures under the water. Ooh. Then, just as suddenly as he appeared before, the dragon rose up out of the water next to her. Stella Rose stood tall on her boat and said, "I'm not afraid of you and I want to fly." It's a little upfront. The dragon smiled his big smile, which didn't seem so fearsome this time. In fact, it seemed to be more of a friendly smile.
Climb on my back and hold on tight,
Said the dragon. Stella Rose did just that, and the dragon spread his wings and flew into the sky. Oh. I wish I had a dragon friend. I want to fly around in the sky. I bet a dragon wouldn't upcharge me for bringing extra weight in my carry-ons. He swooped back down to the water, then up into the air again. Stella Rose was thrilled. Flying on her new friend, the dragon's back, was the best time ever. Look how much fun they're having. Ooh, yeah. Yeah? Ooh. After a while, Stella Rose realized it was time to go home, and the dragon returned her to her yellow and red boat. He was sad to see her go.
Will you come and play with me again someday?
Asked the dragon. Every chance I get, replied Stella Rose. She gave the dragon a big hug. Aww. Let me hear you. Aww. Yeah, so sweet. Stella Rose loved the pier. She loved the ocean. She loved the beach. And now she loved her new best friend, the dragon, whom she'd visit and play with whenever she could. The end.
Woo! All right, everybody. Can I get one more round of applause for Fasicha? Thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to take a brief intermission, and then we'll be back to read The Garbage Monster in just a bit, okay?